The International Day of Persons with Disabilities was proclaimed in 1992 by the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 47.3.
Celebrated on the 3rd of December around the world, it mobilizes support for critical issues relating to the inclusion of persons with disabilities, promotes awareness raising about disability issues, and draws attention to the benefits of an inclusive and accessible society for all.
According to the World Health Organization World Report on Disability, 15% of the world's population, or more than 1 billion people, are living with disability.
But what are disabilities? In the UN 2006 Convention, people with disability were defined as those who present long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory difficulties who, when interacting with the environment, find various barriers which can prevent their full and effective participation in society on equal terms with other citizens.
Disability is a sensitive topic. Fear of saying the wrong thing prevents people from saying anything at all. How we can find the prejudice and the stigma in society? You can start by listening to how people talk about their disability and take the example from them.
When one mentions the word disability, there is a high probability that more than one imagines a person in a wheelchair because it is like the symbol of disability. But not all disabilities are visible to the naked eye.
Moreover, the vast majority of disabilities can be invisible, so we hardly even realize that the person we are talking to has some kind of disability.
Lisa Lorden, a writer living with fibromyalgia, explains, "Our visually oriented society doesn't take the time to look beyond appearances. People tend to believe what they see, and if something cannot be seen, it simply does not exist."
Sometimes people with hidden disabilities can face discrimination from others who do not think they have it. This is because having a disability does not automatically mean that it is disabling. This confusion can sometimes result in prejudice. We wanted to add that during the COVID-19 pandemic, isolation, disconnect, disrupted routines, and diminished service have greatly impacted the lives and mental well-being of people with disabilities right around the world.
Let's now see what type of comment people with disability deal with their everyday life.
What's wrong with you? Were you born that way? I'm not a great doctor. I bet he could fix you. Here, let me do that for you. How do you go to the bathroom? I don't even think of you as a person with disability.
What should we say instead? The word is a tool, and with it we can build large projects and also break down barriers. The importance of the word in dealing with people with disabilities is also very important to consider.
So let's see what we can say instead. Avoid comparing a disability with a disease. Avoid the word handicap. It's viewed as having a negative connotation. Avoid calling a not disabled person normal.
Don't use disabilities as an insult to offend someone. Avoid euphemistic language and unnecessary emotional tone. Having a disability doesn't make someone a hero, a saint, a victim, a burden, or a soldier. These words suggest one-dimensional characters. Instead, think complex, interesting people just like everyone else.
Finally, we recommend you these movies that can highlight a new perspective about visible and invisible disabilities.
Thanks for watching the video.
And if you have questions, leave us a comment.
Bye.
Ciao!
Adios.
Yasu.